everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cherise. Today's video is my May update for Pan That Palette Hit Pan. So the way I'm working this project for this year is that every update or every month I bring in a few older palettes from my collection because I wanted to start with my oldest palettes, and my goal is to hit pan in every palette. Whatever palettes I hit pan on, I have the option to either roll it out or continue working in that palette and just move from there. So, as of last update, and I hope the number is right that I'm saying, I will obviously correct it if it's not. I believe up to last month, I had a total of 13 shadows that I hit pan in, and that's just from this project. So my goal was to obviously do 22 or at least 22 shadows to hit pan in for this year. So I've already hit 13 as of last update. So that is just very exciting to me. So let's just move forward. I do have a couple of palettes that will be rolling out and a few new ones rolling in, or a couple new ones rolling in. First palette, I'm not even going to show you a before picture because there's literally no change in it. When I first showed you guys the palette last month, I had said that I really wanted to work on this like pool shade, this pool blue shade. And I did wear it one time. That is the only shade that I've even touched out of this palette. So this is obviously staying in for the month of June. And I will be focusing on that. And hopefully we'll hit pan next month or this month. The next one was from Too Faced A La Mode Eyes, and I will show a before picture because I can see the dips, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it. When I showed you guys the palette, I had said that these three shades right here were probably going to be my focus shadows, and I have worn them a few times. I have worn this in the outer V and the lower lash line. I wore this in the outer V or on top of this one. And this has been on my lid or like sort of in a corner. So I've worn these several times. I don't know if you can see any kind of a dip, but obviously there is still no pan showing. So this is going to still stay in for the month of June. And I still want to work and focus on those three shades. So hopefully one of them I will have pan showing for next month. All right. Next one was the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. And I had showed you guys the palette. I had said right away that my focus was probably going to be this pink shade right here, or the purple, or I believe I also said too maybe these brown ones as like the crease. I think I used that maybe once. I layered them in the crease or use them together in the crease. But I've used the purple. But as you can see, I hit pan in the pink. There you go. You can see it there. Oh no, I went to the mirror. All right, hopefully you can see it right there. So I have hit pan in that pink shade, and it's just a pretty baby pink. Remind me of ballerina slippers, really. But yeah, it was great to work with. I used it in the crease. I used it to blend out. I used it on my lid. So great color to work with. This was easy to hit pan in. These shadows, or the ones that I used from this palette, they have a lot of kick up. So I had to obviously, build it up quite a bit for you to see because it is a light shade. But really, really pretty. I've also used this shimmer right here as my inner corner and my brow bone highlight a couple of times, but mainly it was that pink and that purple. It still smells like chocolate. This palette is old, but it still smells like chocolate. But this is complete as far as my goal. So it is going out, and I will bring in something new to replace it. And my last palette I was working out of was the Lorac Pro 2 palette. And when I first showed you guys this, I had said that I wanted to really focus on this navy blue shade here and the chrome shade here. And as you can see, I have used it, but there is no pan showing in here. What I did hit pan is this snow shade right here, which is a white shimmer shade. Yeah, hopefully right there you can see it. And then in this jade shade right here, which is a like dark hunter green shade. And to me, it has like flecks of gold in it. And the thing that was a little annoying with this is that it's a beautiful color, but it doesn't translate on my eyes this way. It's just, I have it actually on my eyes today. So like today, for instance, I have nectar in my crease, and then I have it blended out like above my crease area. I have jade in the outer corner. I have beige on my lid, and then I have snow on my brow bone highlight in my inner corner, and I have navy under my lower lash line and a little bit on the outer corner, but mostly it's the shade jade. But the color, this jade does not look like this on my eye. It just looks like just a very dark shade. But, and this had a huge amount of kick up. I think I hit pan in this, like using this 3-4 times. And this I basically used every time I use this palette as my inner corner and my brow bone. Nectar, again, every time I use this palette, I use this as my transition shade, or my crease shade. And let's see what else. I use black as a liner. I did use plum a couple of times. And I used rosé on the lid. And I think I said I used chrome once or twice. But that was it. These shades, like I said before, I love Lorac shadows, or I love their palettes. I love how they have a row of mattes and then a row of either like satins or shimmers. It's just a great palette to work out of. Every shade that I've used so far has worked great. The only one that I will say, not that it gave me a little bit of trouble, but was a little bit annoying, was the navy shade. And that's probably why I stopped maybe focusing on that, because I wanted to use it something else other than just my lower lash line. But anytime I tried using it on the outer V and then I was trying to blend it out, it was so patchy. So I didn't like using it for anything else other than my lower lash line. So yeah, so that is what that looks like. This is going back in the collection. And we're going to bring in another one to replace it. So, again, working from my older palettes, I want to ask you guys, what do you think about me for next month maybe bringing in one newer palette from my collection? Because I'm obviously working from my oldest, which I want to continue to do. But then I feel bad that like my newer stuff is just sitting in my drawers, not being used. And I did get, between like gift cards and just gifts, a nice amount of newer palettes for 2022 that were on my little wish list. But those I am going to save until 2023. So, yeah, I guess just let me know in the comments down below what you think about me just like incorporating one, like when I roll out a palette, like rolling a newer palette of mine into this project. So, yeah. All right. So what is next in line to be used is the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. And I did do a swatch. That's why you can maybe see a little bit here. It looks a little bit, you can tell like it was like, not, I guess smudged or whatever. It's because I did a swatch on my hand for you guys to see. But this is what my starting point is looking at for right now. Again, other than just doing that swatch at this moment, I have not used this palette at all. My focus shadows are going to be, I think, these two. This is a pretty matte shade, so I think this would be good in the crease or as a blending out. And this is just a really pretty, like, I guess like I would say like a dark mauve shade with a satin finish. So that is what I'm going to be working out of for the month of June. Again, I say that now, but I could be hip handing something else, who knows. I did do swatches. And I'm sorry, the dark shade is called Optimistic and the light is called Innocent. I forgot to say that. And then my other palette is from ABH, and it's the Amrezi palette. And this is what my starting point. That's wonderful. Brushes fell. This is what my starting point looks like here. And it's been a bit of a while since I've really been working out of purples, because I've been trying to give it a break, because that's just my go-to. That's just easy for me to use. But when I first opened this palette and I saw this purple right here, which is called Iridescent Purple, that's exactly what it looks like, I'm like, ooh, I have to really work on that one. So as of now, I'm saying I'm going to probably be focusing on this Iridescent Purple and this shade right here, which is like a goldy champagne color. And this shade is called Glisten. But again, who knows? We'll see. You have a couple of good crease shades in here. So we'll see. We'll see what the month brings. But first glance, that is what I'm going to go with. And I do have swatches on my hand. Hopefully you can see. So here's that light shade, that light Mauve crease shade from the Warm Neutrals palette. And here's like the dark Mauve shade. Here is Glisten from ABH Amrezi, and here is the Iridescent Purple. So that is it. So we're adding another 3 pans that have been hit for a total of 16, which I believe for this project, that's what it is. Again, if I'm incorrect, I will go ahead and fix the numbers somewhere. But still going strong. I'm seriously having so much fun with all these projects, and I know I say certain things over and over again in my videos, but it's just because I can't help it. It's the truth. It's what it is. Having a blast. Have not been bored at all, and it's just been really exciting seeing, one, me using most of my stuff and like not getting rid of, but just using my stuff up, and 2, just seeing a lot of like hit pans. And I did finish, I posted on my Instagram account, I actually finished a pan of eyeshadow, and that I was like freaking out about. So yeah, so having a blast. So I appreciate and I thank you guys for stopping in. Please leave me a comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff again. And let me know what you guys are working out of. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know with the palettes that I've showed you, if you can maybe come up with some looks for me that I could do. And I would definitely try them out and take a picture and then show them in my next video. But yeah, that is about pretty much it. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day, an awesome week. And I hope you have a blessed one. Take care, guys. Mwah.